All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? It's me, Will Brown, father, husband, entrepreneur, innovator, conservative thinker. I'm just trying to help make America great again. I may look a little tired. I just touched down in Australia. I'm currently in the Gold Coast. Me and my family are out here visiting some friends. It's dark now. It's raining. I'll post another video with some scenery of where we are. But I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to do this. But it was a long ass flight, 19 hours. I had to fly from Sacramento to Dallas, back over to California to come here. And on that flight, I had a lot of time to think. And one thing that I was really just thinking about was Trump and his victory and how he just overcame the odds this time around to become president. And I said, you know what? That is a true masterclass in business mindset and personal development. How? Well, Trump said that, I think, back in 2016, before he ran, he said the only time he would run is when he felt that his country needed him. And when he ran in 2016, he felt that his country needed him. And he created a plan, executed on the plan, put the team in place to help instrument his plan, and boom, here. He wins that election and he becomes president. He runs a successful business, right, or presidency. And then 4 years later, here comes another election. He loses that election, and that could be an equivalent to the business fails. It shutters, right? Biden comes in, takes over, whole new ball game. What Trump said was, I'm not going to let that loss defeat me, break me, or stop me. And we know that because he decided to come back and run again, right? And that's true personal development. The fact that you can take a loss like that and say, you know what, I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back better this time around. And that's what he did. And it was truly evident, right? He came back with guns blazing, right? Just the way he campaigned. He was energized. He was focused. He was precise on his messaging. He was precise on his targeting for his audience and his demographic. And him and his team pulled out all of the stops, right? So that's the parallel in business. The parallel in business is you took that loss, but you said, how can I come back bigger and better next time around? And that's what he did, right? And it also is a attribution to just patiently waiting, right? Strategically, patiently waiting. It took him 4 years to come back around and win this time to win, right? But it took him 4 years to strategically plan and put things in place to ensure he will win. Man, that man truly manifested his destiny, into reality this time around, right? He believed that he was going to win, right? And like I said, you could see it in just the way he mobilized this time around in his campaigning, fully energized, fully charismatic, right? Passionate about his mandates and his goals and things that he said he was going to do to help this country. U.S. I'm in Australia now, but help the U.S. So to me, that's a true masterclass in just business mindset. Never giving up, persevering, right? Figuring out what you did wrong, figuring out what you did right, or reflecting on what you did right, and coming back bigger and better. And that's what he did, right? And we knew like I said, he manifested his destiny because right now, if you're following social media, you see he's putting out videos, reels of mandates about things that he's going to do, right? And those are well produced videos. So those are things that he filmed back before he even won the election. But he was so convinced and had the conviction that he knew he was going to win. He said, we need to put these things together so they can be ready to be distributed once I win. Right? That's a man who believes in himself. And if you watch those videos and you see that, like I said in my last one, he's standing in boldness on those mandates that he says he's going to do. And what I really like about that is, as a man, you're only as good as your word. And when you put your word on video, and when you stand and look in the camera as passionately and as serious and with the conviction that Trump does, when you watch those videos, to me that says this man is really trying to make a difference. He's saying these things because he wants to he wants to tell you what he wants to do. But I also believe he's doing it to hold himself accountable, right? To ensure that he's going to get it done because he put it out there and he said he's going to do it. So, all we can do is watch and see as time progresses what that turns into. But I truly believe that, it's a true masterclass. If you really just go back and dive into, you know, from when he first ran to him winning to when he lost to when he came back again this time and won, right? Pick it apart. A true masterclass in business mindset, a true masterclass in personal development, right? Being able to sit back and wait strategically for 4 years, right? It's not like he just sat around and twiddling his thumbs for 4 years. He really put things in place to say, I'm coming back. And like what I like, is his transitions team, right? When he first ran and won, the government paid for his transition team, which didn't actually end up benefiting him because he ended up getting a bunch of insubordinate, employees that really worked against him and his ideals for what he wanted to do and implement. So this time around, he said, you know what, I'm not going to wait on the government. I'm not going to utilize the government for my transition team. I'm going to put my own transition team in place, and I'm going to fund it myself, and I'm going to stack it with people who align with my ideas, my vision, my philosophy, right? So once again, that's great business mindset. What did he do wrong the first time? He let them implement the transition team. What he's doing right this time, I'm going to do it myself. So if you sit back and just take it in, that's something you can learn. It's very motivating. It's very encouraging for me, and just look at it. I mean, Trump was what, 78 years old, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but he's an older man, and he had to start over, right? He had to start over and build a whole new business or campaign to come back and win, right? And if he can do it at his age with the energy, the vigor that he had, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, right? And if you're even younger than Trump, you really have no excuse. So that's just something that I was reflecting on that flight I had. Like I said, I'm going to be here for a few days. I will get out. I want to show you the rest of the Gold Coast. It's very beautiful. If you haven't visited, I'd suggest you come out and visit. One thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out. It's been, I think, 6 days since I made a video, maybe 7 by the time I post this. But, that video that you first saw was in my inaugurational video, my very first one. And I didn't expect to get much, but I ended up with 2 subscribers. I know in the world of YouTube, that's not a lot, but as somebody who's just beginning and didn't really think this was what the traction was going to be, to have those 2 subscribers actually meant a lot. It's very encouraging to me. And when I saw that, I was very encouraged to say, let me come out and make another video. So for those 2 subscribers who subscribe to my channel, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You know who you are. And I ended up with 8 thumbs up, right? It's a start. It's a start. Like I said, I plan on doing a lot more of this. I hope my voice speaks to this audience. I can continue to grow it. Um, in the business world, things are looking up for me. I have some things on the table that I will be sharing with you guys later uh, when I get back in town, which will be in maybe about 2 or 3 weeks. Some things are developing that I'll share that I want to kind of use to start tracking in terms of the progress of where the economy is going with Trump being in office. I know he's not in office yet, but I'm actually starting to see things kind of break, if you will, like especially in the markets, stock markets. Business opportunities all of a sudden are flooding my desk. So I'll start sharing some of that stuff with you guys as well. But like I said, I want to give a shout out to the 2 subscribers, the people that gave me the 8 thumbs up. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I ask that you just continue to stick with me. We'll do a lot more of these things and we'll start dialing it in more. But like I said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.